Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic one. Thank you as always for being here, for clicking on the videos, showing up, stopping by, whether it's someone, a band or artist that you know, or maybe you're taking the chance and it's someone that you don't know. Thank you for stopping in. Today we're going to listen to the track River Song. This is going to be performed by Dennis Wilson. This is coming off of the album Pacific Ocean Blue, which was released in 1977. We're listening to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by Jacob. So Jacob, thank you so much for the support and thank you for the recommendation. I've never heard of Mr. Wilson. However, looking at the album cover, makes me think that this will be folk adjacent. But there is one way to find out. It is the first track on the album. So let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll discuss it a little bit after. Here we go. It flows like a river. Love this big cache of vocals. There's a bite to his vocal. Vocals are very strong. Never responds. Singing back there.
Breaks my heart to see the city.
What a nice switch up.
Wonder why it ain't pretty. Oh, I wanna cry. Come on, do it. You got to run away. You got to run away. You got to do it. You got to run away. You got to run away. You got to do it. You got to run away. You got to run away. You got to do it. You got to run away. You got to run away. You got to do it.
You know what's really funny? So you guys already know for the most part, but like when I listen to a song, I always have here the lyrics up, so of course I can follow, and I also pull up any relevant Wikipedia articles so I can have those to snap back to at a moment's notice. I can like look at who's playing what, some of the information, of course, as we go forward from there. I didn't read because I really try not to read anything from the Wikipedia or look at it really until, after the song or during the song or whatever. So, yeah, I do know Dennis Wilson because he's from the Beach Boys. It's just right there, co-founder of the Beach Boys. So yeah, that lends itself to quite a bit because vocally, this track has depths of layers of vocals in every single respect. Not only from lead, but absolutely from every backing vocalist as well. Everyone is such a vital part of this track in every respect, and it is lovely to hear. Backing vocalists don't always get their due, especially, I suppose, it's not necessarily bad, but there's something nearly inherently diminishing to the title of backing vocalist, like stay in the back almost, kind of thing. But in this track, I feel like there are no backing vocalists. There are just vocalists in here. And this is it's called River Song, but this is an ocean. I say ocean. This is an ocean of voices that are just beautiful to listen to in every single respect. I mean, there is a lot of personnel involved in this particular track, especially, of course, when it comes to the vocal department. Dennis Wilson, Carl Wilson, Billy Hinch, all leading, and then bass vocals, which we heard at the end, Greg Jacobson, Baptist Church Voices of Inspiration Choir, string arrangements, which we heard, cellos. Like, there's just a variety here, and it is lovely to listen to. With that choir, there's a certain moment where it just feels like this divine light opens up in the clouds, and it's just blissful. And then, of course, the depth that we get into in the later part with that deeper voice, which was Greg Jacobson. Like, there's just a lot happening in here. And the arrangement is fun. Kind of sounds like something that would be performed by like the Wrecking Crew or something, but I don't see any of them here necessarily. But just a really pleasurable track to listen to. And like I said, even though it's called River Song, which it does flow like one, it is absolutely an ocean of, I don't know why I keep saying ocean, an ocean of voices to sink into, to rise up with in its certain musical buoyancy, and just ride that ebb and flow of it all. Walking down by the river, even the rhythm of the song has a sort of walking by the river kind of movement to it. Walking down by the river, water running through my knees. River, oh river, move so free, oh mighty river, endlessly. Mighty river, I would love to be like you. Lonely river has not got the time to say. I was born into the city life. It's all that I've ever known. It's rough getting around this place, so crowded I can hardly breathe. You can only see about a block or two in LA, that's the truth. I'm looking for some country life, some kicking room, no more city life. I want the river. Listen, one of the books that I read on my journey to 50 books this year was Siddhartha. And listen, he found quite a bit of peace and some life satisfaction by the river. Rolling on the river, I gotta get away. Breaks my heart to see the city. I wonder why it ain't pretty. Oh, I want to cry. Come on, you've got to do it. Got to run away. Got to follow the river. Looking at this, it was written by Wilson and his younger brother, Carl Wilson, serving as the opening track. The song is Wilson's debut solo single after his 70 collaboration with Daryl Dragon's Sound of Free. Daryl Dragon. I've never heard of Daryl Dragon, but is that his real last name? Daryl Frank Dragon, known as Captain, from the pop musical duo Captain and Tennille with his wife Tony Tennille. I've never heard of them, but that's a really cool last name. River Song was released in Europe with the B-side being Pharaoh My Friend. The single, however, failed to chart. The track, as with the rest of the album, was credited as being produced by Dennis Wilson and his friend Greg Jacobson. Wilson composed the music on his own and co-wrote the song's lyrics with Carl. The opening piano part on the song had its origins in the early 1970s in the song Ecology as part of sessions with then Beach Boys touring keyboardist Daryl Dragon. Let's see, several tracks from the unfinished album, including According to Wilson, the piano riff represents the flowing of a river. In an interview, he explained that he was in the high Sierras walking by the river. That was very small, and it kept getting bigger and bigger. And he explained that this is the purpose, to represent the river of the guitar sound on the track. the music came from the river, so to speak. Let's see. Goes on in there. Some live performances were later released. Basic track recorded in 74, etc., etc. I think that was a really lovely track. I think that was, like I said, just the cascade and, you know, the environment and voices that were brewed and blended in this track. That's what makes it a very pleasurable listen from every single aspect. And I mentioned this on Discord at the point of this video coming out a few days ago, but for me it was yesterday. Sounds like M. Bison in Street Fighter. But I had PBS on, and I was just, it was Saturday night, and I just had PBS on, and we always have PBS and like stations like that on in the background. And on Saturdays they like showed a more varied thing, and they like go back and stuff. So this show came on. I've never heard of it, never seen it, but it came on called the what was it called? Was it the Jonathan Welk Show? And I've never heard of it, but it's a super old kind of show. No, it wasn't Jonathan Welk. It was someone Welk, Lawrence Welk Show. Super old variety show. And can I tell you, I had Liam with me. We sat there watching the whole thing, listening to the music and such. And it was just the coolest. Like, I guess that's why, like, some people say, like, you know, old souls and stuff like that. But, like, I love old stuff. I like new stuff. I don't care. You know, kind of the same with, like, music and stuff. I'm not going to play all of it, but, like, it's just like, this is cool, man. And it was... like, it's just this cool variety show, you know? There was tap dancing and, like... you know what the funniest thing is? I don't know if I can find it. I will say that one of the funnier things, though, was looking at the audience. There was no one in the audience of a younger age, so to speak. But can I tell you? I would be in that audience, man. I'd be here.
All right, this is my favorite part. Can I sing? And yet to be.
There's just something like about that era and like that kind of like, I don't know. There's just something about that. And the point I was getting to is I could imagine River Song being performed on this show. That's at the end of the day what I was working myself towards, anyways. Jacob, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the support as well. Let me know what you guys thought of this, of course, in the comments down below. Hope that you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate you being here. Come on back by again tomorrow. You never know what's happening, but it'll be something good. Thank you for being here. Have a great one out there, and I'll see you later. Bye.